This isn't just any Civic Type R. It's Nguyen's Civic Type R. And before we get to that, I need to talk to you a little bit about the Civic, all right? The Honda Civic has always been more than an economy car. Since the early 70s, it's been Honda's most important idea, a lightweight, front-engine, front-wheel drive platform meant to reward efficiency, ingenuity, and driver involvement. It became the car people learned to drive in, learned to wrench on, and eventually learned to race. When the Type R badge arrived in the late 90s, it didn't reinvent the Civic. It clarified it. Type R was Honda saying this platform deserves discipline, higher revs, stronger brakes, sharper geometry, less insulation between the driver and the road. Every Civic Type R has followed that same philosophy, even as technology evolved. Naturally aspirated screamers gave way to turbos, but the mission stayed the same. Make front-wheel drive work harder than anyone thinks it should. And when Civic Type R understands that history, this isn't a car built for attention. It's built for feedback. The foundation starts with Spoon Sports, using Spoon rigid collars and a Spoon clutch slave hose to remove compliance and sharpen pedal feel. Suspension duties are handled by Nitron R3 coilovers with external reservoirs, giving real adjustability and consistency under load. Jay's racing front brace further ties the chassis together, turning the car into something that communicates clearly when pushed. The breathing and response are equally considered. A PRL front intake and front pipe paired with a 27.1 snorkel and 27.1 200 cell downpipe free up airflow without sacrificing drivability. All that exits through a Remark titanium exhaust, keeping things light, responsive, and purposeful, not obnoxious. Stopping power matches the pace. Up front are Brembo Pista brakes with GTE pads, while the rear runs Girodisc rotors with Project Kics pads, connected by stainless steel brake lines to ensure consistency when things get hot. Inside, everything unnecessary is done. The driver is locked in with the Recaro Podium seat, rolling gears through a hybrid racing shifter with Acuity shift linkages for precision. And obviously behind him, there's no one sitting there. But where he's sitting, a PRODRIVE steering wheel mounted on a Works Bell flip-up hub with the Spoon Boss keeps control exactly where it should be. Out back, an Evasive Motorsport cage and rear seat delete make the intent unmistakable. This car crossed the line from street build to purpose-driven machine. It all sits on Brixton Forged Aerotech TR04 wheels, size 18 by 10, wrapped in Bridgestone RE-71RS tires that are 275s. Because grip matters. The wheels are secured with Project Kics R40 Iconics lug nuts on extended studs, finishing the details properly. Visually, you see it, the ADRO kit ties everything together. Functional aero that matches the performance beneath it. This build isn't here to prove the Civic Type R is capable. That argument was settled decades ago. This car exists to show what happens when the platform is treated with respect, when every brand, every component, and every decision serves the same goal Honda set from the beginning: connection.
Shift about the car, I guess, would be just the way it handles in the corner, right? Drives like a slot car. It sticks to the ground. of all of the cars that I've driven, owned or otherwise, this one is the one that makes me go, oh, shift when I take a corner with it. Civic Type R has always been a tuner favorite. What made me want to build my own was simply because, honestly, my friend, Jeffrey Ting. I drove his car around the block once, and back then I had still owned my Track Preps Camaro, Z011LE, and my GT3, and just one lap around the block in his car. Back then it was an FK8, made me want my own. So when the FL5 came out, I was like, hey, that's the perfect opportunity for me.
The Type R is the perfect opportunity to unleash the potential of front-wheel drive. Yep, you heard me.
The aftermarket is so robust and there's so many options that you can choose, really make the car your own as opposed to just going to one brand. It seems like the perfect car for me. The one thing about this build that a lot of people overlook or underestimate is the fact that not all of the components in it is top end. I understand that I have Brembo Pista brakes and Nitron R3s, but then there's also components like PRL intakes and 271 scoops that are budget friendly because I'm not looking to maximize the horsepower, I'm looking to maximize cornering capabilities. So everyone has an opinion on the front-wheel drive. In my opinion, just drive the car. Know its limitation, know what it can do, and know what it can't do. For me, going from rear-wheel drive to front-wheel drive, I find myself enjoying using the brakes mid-corner in order to correct the direction that the car is moving in, right? It's not so much about beating down what the car lacks, it's elevating what it already has, which is an extremely tight chassis, great in-corner response, and it doesn't have a lot of power, so you learn to use your speed and conserve it through the corner. Enjoy yourself. Don't beat it for what it doesn't have. So there was that moment behind the wheel. I think it was before the aero kit went on, before the wrap went on, when it was just still in the stock paint form and we had just thrown on the brakes and the suspension and we were doing the tuning. Right at the end of the tuning session, which was just up here, really dialing in the way that the car respond to inputs. I think it was through one of the big sweeper that I just go, oh, this is it. This is how I want this car to handle. The way it glide through the corner, like I said, it was the best feeling that I've ever had out of any of the cars that I've driven and owned. A little bit after we finished the car, and I mean truly finished it, suspension, brakes, wrap, cage, when I could really tell myself, yeah, this is it. You did it. It's done. It was unlike any of the other cars that I'd ever built because there was never a finish line with them because I was never happy, truly happy with them. But with this car, when I was done, when I realized, okay, no more, no less, we're perfectly happy. I've been building cars since I was 21, 22. So finally achieving that perfect medium, 10 years later, 9-10 years later, that for me was, it was the first time I tasted victory and it was all from personal happiness. It wasn't building the car for clout. It wasn't building the car for the track. It was building the car for me. And I think that right there, that was my moment of victory. You know what? If I had to line it up with a rival, I would actually want to see what a track-trapped Corolla GR could do against this car, right? I want to see what the all-wheel drive has against the front-wheel drive. I want to see if there's anything that's maybe lacking in my car. If I could line it up with any rival from any era, I think I would want to line it up with my buddy's FK8, the original one that inspired me to get the car. Simply because I want to see what it can do. You know, how different it could behave. Because his car was fully track built, right? And this one, you know, I took a little bit of a more muted approach. I wanted to make it still enjoyable on the road as opposed to just being a track-focused, track-only car. And so, yeah, Jeffrey, if you're watching, I would love to line this up against your car just to see what it's capable of. If there's one thing I could say that would describe the car, it would actually just be two words. It would be precision redefined.